we actually have a special guest that I'm so excited that they were able to make it. Please welcome my sister, Tara Reid.
Whoa! No way! Yo, let's go! As it brings us all together for a night we all remember the kind of times we want to last forever. An unforgettable experience, moments spent with all our friends, gathering around the dinner table. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Lobster and Beer TV. I am your host, Brian Thompson. Today's a little different episode than usual. I didn't even know how to put together an introduction for this one. But we have legendary movie producer Tommy Reid hosting Dad's Night at his crib, coming from Manhattan Beach. So ladies and gentlemen, he's got his own bar. It's bar 533 in Manhattan Beach. Make some noise for our man, coming live, Dad's Night, Tommy Reid.
Legendary bar. Yeah, fantastic.
Did you bring a pilot to Dad's Night?
You know what? Part of our special.
I never know when you got to fly out.
Right, exactly. We have a
Emergency getaway.
private pilot here. My fraternity brother from Ohio State, Anthony Kish.
Yeah, I'm just here. I had a overnight here and everything. I'm heading out a little bit, and he was like, "Hey, I got something for you since you're gonna be in town." So I'm honored to be here, bar 533, and trying these lobster rolls. Let's do this.
Wait, you're flying a plane in the next couple hours.
Yes, I will not be drinking any alcohol. Let's throw that out there.
But you have
We can turn the cameras off during that part.
And my Dad's Night co-host, Chris Parrish.
Yeah.
And you know what we have for you guys today? We actually have a special guest that I'm so excited that they were able to make it. Please welcome my sister, Tara Reid.
Whoa! No way! Yes! Oh my goodness.
There we go. That's what we got going on today.
Yo, you can't do this shit to me, bro. My childhood is fucked up right now. Tara, I love you. It's so good to see you. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so here we go. Since Pilot Kish can't do it.
Yes, cannot do that.
I'm gonna go with a Mama's Pilsner over here. Or would you like a Mama's Pilsner? It's the lightest beer they have.
I will take it on.
All right, there's your Pilsner.
We like Mama's
You're going to Oscar's Lager for Mr. Parrish.
Vintage.
And I will do one of these. I'm gonna go with the thick haze, just because I feel like we're gonna get a thick haze here. All right, there we go.
It's about to get wild.
Hey, there we go. Social.
Guys.
No, hey, there we go. There we go.
Great seeing everybody.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for joining us. Can you hear us now? Is it okay?
Yep, we're
Yeah,
good.
really
you're good now.
better. It was just the sound was the mic is down too much.
Ah, shit. Okay, cool. We're
Now I
good
can
now.
hear.
So Dad's Night at 533 Bar with special guest Tara. My childhood self is screaming inside right now, but I'm going to try to keep my cool. How are you guys? What's new? What the fuck is Dad's Night? Tell us, because this is such a surprise episode for us. We're excited about this.
Dad's Night happened a year ago. And
It's a movement.
It is a movement.
It's a bit of a movement. Yeah.
And what happened was we wanted to have a Dad's Night right in the beginning of COVID, and that was like literally March of 2020. We were going to have a beef and bourbon night,
I'm so jealous.
and we couldn't, so we had to cancel it. So we pushed it back to this past June 2021 and had a Dad's Night where we had a bunch of sponsors come out, and Chris, just had a good old beef and bourbon night here at
Beef and
Bartender.
bourbon and queso and hugs and love.
And we have
The
about
thing about
40.
Bar 3 is that they have so much fun here,
Yeah.
and it's really like a boys' club. That's I got the special request. I got to come in today. I had no idea what I was actually really doing, but love my brother, so I came here which I didn't even know I was doing a podcast, by the way.
Yeah, are you usually?
Honored to be in the lobster and beer thing with you guys. So thanks for having me.
Hell yeah! Are you usually allowed to the Dad's Nights, or is this like a special occasion?
Oh, definitely a special occasion. I've never
That's right.
invited on it yet.
It's just a dad's night are allowed, and
my
if you get to be invited to a dad's night, it's pretty special.
It's a
Special night.
lofty honor. Yeah.
I feel honored, like literally.
Wait,
Kids
you're
across the
invited?
country. Well, I stumbled onto it, you know.
Let's hop into this lobster roll, Tommy, man. So you decided to take the bacon and the blue cheese sauce butter.
That's right. So we did a nice browning of the First off, any good sandwich is all about
Bread.
the bread. And you guys gave us amazing bread with these lobster kits. There's nothing better than getmainelobster.com. So big shout out to Mark and his amazing company. Big fans of them. So we put blue cheese, and it was Bob's blue cheese. I think it's the best blue cheese out there. We lined that on the inside, and then we buttered our lobster meat here. And so what we're gonna do now is add some bacon. Right here, and
Make sure you touch all of it.
I mean, this isn't really my diet, but whatever, I'll take it.
You got a little lemon squeeze on that. And by the way, these are fresh Manhattan Beach lemons. So
They come
Oh,
out
wow.
fresh.
Mark Montpop.
Oh, I love that.
Okay? So
Very full of
Mark
themselves.
Montpop. All right, so
Very stuck with others.
little squeeze
Snobby
here.
lemons.
Beautiful.
I love it.
Get that in there.
We're gonna go
And
play
then
tennis.
here's that little special seasoning blend that they gave us from Get Me Lobster. So a little pinch of that. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Dress them. Perfect. By Ben. By boom.
There you
Hey
go.
guys, cheers. Let's bite into these. I'm excited.
So here we go. Get Me Lobster, baby. Little bacon blue cheese.
Better be good.
1, 2, 3, bite.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
That was good.
Very good.
I'm gonna roll, man.
That is all right.
That was really good.
How about the roll?
Man.
Bread makes or breaks it all the
Oh,
time.
with any sandwich or anything. But the way you did it with the garlic,
Oh,
unbelievable.
that was my Cleveland friend right here. Sprinkle a little garlic powder on the bread.
On the bread, butter it up, throw a little garlic sauce on it.
Yeah, boom.
Toast it
Garlic
up.
salt's the key to everything.
Oh my God, that's.
I agree.
I'm Italian. You gotta put garlic on everything. Doesn't it?
Better than garlic.
Italian.
Do you put lime and garlic in the blend?
No, yeah. I got my own little garlic salt. Some people do that, so I got a little garlic
You
on.
just never know.
Throws it over his
For the
shoulder.
people that share meat,
Well, Tim,
here we go.
How is it, Tara? You like it?
It's actually really good. I'm not even lying.
Yeah. Are you a lobster fan?
Fantastic. Of course, I love lobster. Our dad loved lobster, so we grew up on it.
This
But
is legitimately fantastic.
the lobster rolls, I mean, the bread itself is so crunchy that it's this high definition taste of just crunch, and then the sauce that my brother put in it is magical. It is really like complements the lobster incredibly well. Topped with the lemon. I'd have to say, Tommy, you have almost one of the perfect sandwich.
I am a chef.
Right. You're not just a pop.
He loves to cook, by the
Right.
way.
I can tell, yeah.
I don't-
He's a good cook.
I do more than
Tommy's
just make
for the
movies
best.
too, guys. You know, I like to cook.
I can
he's
cook
not
too.
just a pretty face.
I can cook that, but not lobster.
Not lobster.
Not just a pretty face.
Yes, Tommy's a prettier face than me.
Right.
He's the biggest brother. So.
I brought my own personal
Is he?
plan.
Oh, wait, how many siblings in your family?
How many? There's 4 of us all together. So
6.
Tommy's the oldest. Well, 6 of us.
I have half older brother and sister, James and Kathy. And then I'm the oldest of 4, Tara, and then there's Patrick and Colleen, they're twins.
They're twins. Yeah.
So my dad had kids in the
My
60s,
dad
70s,
had
and
kids
80s.
with his first marriage, and then
You said Gordie Howe.
then it didn't work out. And then he married my mom and had 4 kids, but now 6 kids are all really close. And
Yeah.
and they love to eat really good food too. They're always posting on their Instagram and stuff. I think almost like every day what they're eating, and
Yeah.
our loves food.
Do they live in California?
Patrick does, and then Colleen lives in New York City.
Europe, yep. So is
And-
James and Kathy. So there's 3 of us in California, Tara, Patrick, and I, and Kathy, James, and Colleen are in New York.
Yeah, and they're all awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
we like to eat and drink a lot.
Yeah.
I love that.
So I know that one of the questions you were always thinking about was that how do we get to all know each other? And Anthony and I went to college together at Ohio State. I'll sum up how Anthony and I know it real quick because his story takes about 20 minutes and you're like, whoa, I think I need to.
Deacon,
We're on
Yeah.
that tape.
That's a lot.
But we went to Ohio State together. Long story short, we fought some dudes together, and
There were some guys who disrespected a girl.
yeah, and we stuck.
I had only met Tommy a couple
Story,
times. And I only met him a couple times and had some riffraff coming in and everything. And I called this place and I was like, hey man, these guys are disrespecting a girl. So they came over and basically a group of guys I didn't even know, we beat the shit out of them.
I feel like you made this story up.
I promise you, that is a true story. And that's how we became fraternity brothers.
I actually believe it because one thing my brother did as me growing up through it, he was such a good brother, but he was so protective. So, and he knows what it's like to have sisters. So I actually believe this story. I think it's 100% real because you have no idea how scary
Do you have any interns do some fact checks? Our podcast has zero budget for interns. So
We need to be sponsored by.
there it is. Yeah, there was zero fact checking on this Lobster and Beer show. So, and then Chris and I, our kids went to preschool together at American Martyrs in Manhattan Beach.
Yeah.
And, himself being a Michigan alumni, there's nothing better than just to constantly remind him that Ohio State has beaten them for 10 years straight.
Yeah, that means
It was great. And then finally he gets his revenge this year. And of course, you saw the embarrassment what happened in the playoffs.
Every blind girl finds a nut.
I remember I went to visit my brother at a State Michigan game. I went with my father, and we stayed with Tommy. And unfortunately, Ohio State lost, and Michigan won. I've never seen anything like it. The cars were being burnt. It was the biggest riot. It's like Michigan, Ohio State.
By the way.
And I was scared. I'm like, Daddy, I want to go. This is scary. My dad prayed with them. Like,
Standard Ohio State, just lie upon lie upon lie. We were beating some dude up who was hurting a woman, then we saved a puppy, and then
out of a burning building.
somehow we Detroit were burning auto inventory that was
74 floors high, we jumped out.
And as always, I'm above the fray. I'm just like, whatever.
Right.
But that story is true in real life. So
There's no way.
we went to go see my brother, my father, and myself. When we went to see my brother,
Here's the deal. Tara was not famous at the time she went to Ohio State. It was in the mid-90s. Her boyfriend then was a General Hospital star.
Yeah, you were
He
in
was
General
famous.
Hospital with us.
yeah, but I still did days of our lives. And like,
Yeah, but
Days,
yeah. Which I made all the pledges, right? Like letter after letter. But
Yeah.
you won't forget.
Oh my God, that was like a
so we made all this
Yeah.
pledge, guys, were like a million letters in days of our lives. It's supposed to be
So
one
Steve
episode. I
Burns
got
comes
like
up to a
13.
party of ours at Ohio State, Michigan, and
he was at General Hospital
great
for
guy.
many, many years.
but like we were at a party, and
I had a
next thing
crazy
you know,
dad.
like Steve Burns' dad came to the party.
And before you know, Steve Burns down
And
with
the
green
next thing you know,
glasses.
he's punching out windows in our house. We're
Yes.
like,
We're like, why are you punching windows in our house?
They all go on the balcony of this frat house that they rent. And there's so many people in the balcony. And I'm with my dad on the balcony. And all of a sudden my dad hears like, screech, screech. And my dad's like, Tara, and he grabs me in his arm. It was like a Titanic moment. He grabs me in his arm. And I swear to you not, the balcony fell off the house.
Oh, no.
Fell off the house because it was
So
sitting
how
over
did
there
you
on the couch.
Yeah, okay.
Thank God no one got really hurt. But and then the dad knocked out the windows. I mean, it was the craziest party at Ohio State I've
stuff
ever
goes
seen.
down in Columbus. But anyway,
It was a
I've
Monday.
never
It was a
heard
Monday.
look at that.
Yay! Let's go!
Is
Bring out the big gun. 453. Here we go.
I have a story for you guys. When my brother would have, he always has all of his Ohio State friends come over for the football game. And all of a sudden I come over one day and I'm not into it as much, obviously, as they were. And he puts on the Buckeye, like, the little nuts. So he puts
Our fraternity brother was the mascot.
Yes.
He was Brutus the Buckeye.
Yes.
So we were very
And they-
fortunate to get the mask and we were allowed
no,
to wear
then
it.
they wore these necklaces
But
with
not
Buckeyes.
get caught. Not get caught. Or else we get in
But
trouble.
Tommy
There's a
had,
statute of limitations to it.
But-
Little too much on that one.
no, they
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
in every game, Tommy's friends would walk around the house screaming the Buckeye stories with the Buckeyes. And I was like, wow, this is something else.
All
My
right.
brother is amazing.
All right, you gotta love the gun there. Yeah.
So also,
Wait, hold on a second though. Wait, Boys, hold on a sec though. As much as I love these OSU stories, I feel bad right now for Chris being a Michigan fan in the background.
Trust me, I'm way better.
But I'll give you this, my dude.
You can smell what we
I am
smell.
sorry.
Hey,
about
no,
college.
Chris, I'm from Boston. My
This one time you robbed a grandma.
They do that.
They do that. We were saving the grandma.
We protect people. They run trying to do wrong. You said that.
We're from up north.
You didn't say it. By the way,
I should have chosen a different.
by the way,
person.
we had a dad's night fishing trip, and so when the tuna run, they come up from Mexico and they run the Pacific about mid-July through early September, and it's called the tuna run. And when they come out, it is just absolutely amazing. So we get these giant tunas, and we had a great trip, and we caught so much fish that
We got like 200 fish.
yeah, it was great.
Stupid.
So Anthony caught the most fish. It was absolutely amazing.
I did.
Yeah,
I
we
did.
did.
I want money for that.
Yeah,
I want money for that.
And because he's a pilot, he can take on his fish.
Right. So literally, they cleaned them up. I put them in a backpack and like got my uniform and took off.
That's awesome.
Guys and flew it across the country. It was great.
Let's ask Chris what he caught.
I caught a bunch of dudes doing the work for me. I didn't catch a fish.
Oh, you felt sorry for him. You
I
were
took a
always
nap. I had some
But
good
then someone
memories.
actually said to me, "Do you know that Parrish even baited a fish?"
No, I can't bait a fish.
It's kind of hard to fish if you can't bait the
So
fish.
I was okay asking finally because I know what it is. You're taking these live mackerel and sardines in the fish well, and you got to grab them, and they're slipperier than anything.
Yes.
So I
That
can
was the
see
worst
how
part.
it is the worst part. And
Ugh.
finally, after 10 minutes of trying to get a sardine, I finally just raised my hand. I'm like, white glove service, please just keep my.
White glove, sir.
Yeah.
And finally, I had no
He's
problem
worse than
asking.
me.
I was a Buckeye. I had no problem asking for things.
Were you
His
on the
ego
fishing
got
trip?
me.
You don't know how to do something, what do you do?
You asked.
I think I beat you.
But he was just like so deflated that he couldn't bait them.
This is
all right.
not how I remember.
It's all right.
They have two
It's all right.
different.
It's before and after we were on the side of the boat, though.
Yeah, Tommy.
Tom and my brother just did another podcast when they all went to Minnesota. And they went ice fishing and
Yeah.
they did everything. They had a blast.
Like
So you have
pull
to watch
tabs?
this episode. They did everything. Pull tabs. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's fantastic. And they had the best time. And my boyfriend's from there, and I didn't see anything compared to what they saw on that one weekend.
Well,
It was incredible.
That was
But
like booze.
going back to
Booze
fishing,
it was.
we were there for July 4th, and I've never caught a fish in my life. So we're on
Like
the boat.
Minnetonka?
I swear never. Last time have I ever caught a fish in my life. Never. So we're with all his friends and we go fishing. And before you know it, I caught 8 of the biggest fish, and Nate, my boyfriend, couldn't catch one, and he made us stay up till midnight. And finally, his friends got mad at him and said, "Sarah,
He made you fish till midnight?
Yeah.
I caught a fish."
That's abusive.
Yeah, that, I mean,
Yeah, Tom. Hey,
Hey, listen,
defend
just
girls.
pay somebody to fish for you.
But I caught
he's
them all.
not
I
invited,
keep
Jackson.
wanting to
He's
call
not
them.
invited.
He's not invited.
He's standing outside right now. He's not allowed. He didn't get the car.
have you guys
Until midnight. Yeah. Keep the car warm.
So by the
Yeah, he's
way,
lifting weights right now.
by the way, just so you guys know, Dad's night is a privilege.
It's an honor.
We only have the select 53 dads that are allowed to come.
53.
I
Well,
mean,
we went
it's basically
before
like the
you. Okay.
Centurion card. You know, American Express, the Black Card? That's Dad's night.
I do
You
not
get
know
the
that.
invitation to
I
that.
mean,
You're
I have
in
the
the
Costco
high.
visa.
You're in that miles high.
gotta have an
every
initiative.
time.
You
Yeah.
gotta sign up for it.
You gotta have an initiation night too. Like when
Wait,
someone
there's
new
a
comes
Miles
in.
High
a
Club.
big
Yes,
part,
that is
a
a thing.
a big
It's a
part.
Miles High Club.
There's
You
a
have
half mile high
to
too,
be
by the way.
able to chug a beer.
Yeah.
You have to
I
chug
don't
a
think I
beer.
did it.
You have to chug a beer on Dad's night?
You ran out of beers and you had to
Yeah,
chug a
we-
wine. You chug a
When,
white.
Hey, you know
when
what? Get
Tommy
right
was
here.
little,
Yeah, right now, we
in
got
high
here.
school, he used to throw the biggest parties of all time. We lived in this amazing house. We had this ravine in the back of the house. So it was in the woods, in the backyard. Tommy used to throw the biggest keg parties like ever. Even my day, I've never been to a party like Tommy's. So
Really?
he had, yeah, I swear. He had these
Really?
keg parties.
That's a, no, that's a
And he had this
No, that's
he had
that's
these big bummets and they poured like 40 beers at once. And of course, Tommy was the winner. But all his friends would go down this thing, and man, to these guys, he started very young, my brother, Tommy. I mean,
And that
He
thing
was-
is called
he was-
a
he
beer
was
boost.
the old
Yeah.
man party
Yeah.
man.
And shots.
You were the ultimate party man.
Oh my God.
And he still is. He still is.
By the way, Chris Parrish is pounding these beers. He loves the conundrum.
Parrish!
Honestly, you know,
Parrish, I love Parrish. This is the best interview we've ever done because we actually haven't had to ask any questions.
We don't like interrogation in the big.
That's bar 533. It's just
That's
it's just out there.
great.
That's it. Everybody's just flowing and feeling it. And
I got
I mean, we very are entertaining
So
group.
I've been dying to have this one. This was
Let's
so
do
good.
it.
You already
Why
have
can't I
it.
have two? What, I got
You
shared?
have two?
All right.
You can have mine. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, very
You're
generous.
gonna have-
Yeah, I'm gonna take Turkey the pilot's
See?
beer.
Just like you have the fish.
Yes.
You have beer.
That's it.
You're a very generous man.
Right. Thank you.
Delegate, sorry, you had a question. Go ahead.
No, let's do another cheers. I feel like we're due for it.
Hey!
So lobsters and beers. this
Yeah.
year.
Lobster?
I'm gonna need a case sent to my house so that I can catch up with you guys. So.
I love being an entertainer.
Mhm.
Wait, where are you flying? Where are you flying tonight? I missed that first part.
I'm flying to San Fran tonight, and then I'll do a red eye tomorrow to New York.
Oh, cool. So you're
I live in Columbus, Ohio now, and I'm based in New York.
yeah. So you only have an hour flight. That's easy.
Yeah, tonight's easy night. Boom, up, down, done, and then
You sound pretty confident.
like, well, and, you know, you have to be.
Yeah.
It's obvious you say it.
I guess you're the
comfortably.
greatest pilot ever. I
Well,
didn't
you
know
said
that.
it.
The guy can fish and fly planes. I should go and
You
show
know what?
myself
That's the
out.
best
Sorry.
place.
And I can cook because I mean, that was my idea to put the
Oh, it's
so
Ohio
Hey,
State.
I fucked that up. I fucked that up.
Pilot training at Ohio State.
This is yes.
So he would take me in those G5 or
Well, we would just go and do
G turn or whatever.
Right. Yeah, we
Oh,
pull G's.
shit.
I think Tommy. Tommy has actually been flying with me and kind of said, and said, "There you go ahead, fly." And he's like,
That's
"Oh,
terrifying.
no, no, no,
That's
no, no.
terrifying.
Yeah. So we used to do that in high school. I'd always take my buddies up and we'd go flying, and then I just
There's no way to verify this.
buzz the softball fields
Yeah.
on it. See again.
And then your friend
He's
Goose
a fact
died.
checker.
And then you had to hug Meg Ryan. No, we
Do you
saw it.
top down too?
It doesn't matter, you know.
Well, I feel
I
like
have-
I feel like I fucked up my intro because I introduced Tommy, and yeah, Tara's here, whatever. But ladies and gentlemen, we have the greatest pilot in history on the podcast tonight.
Like, you know, if you guys want to call me that, you know, it's bar 5-3.
He's gonna go on LAX on a motorcycle. It's gonna be great.
Nice.
Tommy and Tara, you guys both obviously work in entertainment. Did that stem from your parents and an older generation that you were inspired to get in the entertainment business?
No, we kind of just got fault into it.
Tara's been doing it since she was a kid.
Actually,
I
how
had-
we got discovered was I was with Tommy in the New Jersey mall,
Yeah.
and we were in a food cart, and
Working in a food cart.
No.
food court,
It was a mall, and we went to go get some hot dogs at Nathan's.
and then our mom went to
Must
get
be
him,
Jersey
and then me and
still, yeah.
You
Tommy.
could tell that I was the one that was hungry.
Tommy and myself were picking on each other, and it happened to be this talent manager who was over next to us.
Yeah.
And then when she came back to the table, she said, "Oh my God, your daughter's hilarious." And
Your
then there was-
daughter? He said your daughter?
My mother.
Oh,
Oh, not
I
that-
thought you was talking to Tommy.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she actually asked, like, well, what about my son? They're like, we're good.
We're good.
He's got a
We don't need
Facebook
help.
podcast.
And like, I'll never forget, I actually
He's
went to
going to
like,
music.
Tara's first commercial was a McDonald's commercial.
Mm.
And you had to play basketball and then swim a lap. So I played basketball. I made a layup. She couldn't even shoot the ball, but in the commercial, she looks like she's gonna make it, and like it looks so good. But I think the ball went like 2 feet.
But that's the magic of film.
And so then when my mom like was looking at the casting directors like ratings, they said like like Tara like 5 stars, and then like Tommy.
Need work.
Yeah, I was like, oh, what's that? Like, oh yeah, does not proceed or something like that. I was like, that was done.
Should podcast.
So
Yeah.
I went into sports. She stayed in, and she did like acting schools and all that. And later went to high school with like Macaulay Culkin and Donald Faison and
Some
Ben
forget
Taylor
it.
and Sarah Michelle Gellar and all these people that would come to my high school parties.
Sarah Michelle?
Oh yeah, and then we call up like Jimmy
Did she
Taylor.
ask you about
Jimmy Taylor would call Tara. I told my
Yeah,
girl.
his brother used
She's
to
like, hey, this is Michael
Jackson.
Jackson. And she like believe it because Jimmy was really funny. He's like, hey, is Macaulay there? It was so fun. I picked on everyone. so.
Myself and my brother had a really good time growing up together.
Yeah.
We were really close, and is never really been a day without fun or, you know.
Yeah,
family.
Tara's she's like my Irish twin. I'm almost 2 years old, like just shy of 2 years older than her. So
Yeah. That's so.
I traveled the
Remember
world.
life with that.
I mean, I did her show Paradise. I don't know if you ever saw it. You probably did because it was only a show for like a year. But like I went.
You were on Paradise?
I was on Croatia episode.
Yeah.
I actually
big moment.
I went to this bar in Dubrovnik.
He got caught shortly after again.
I'm like, I'm sorry.
He fought these guys.
No, I
Saved
didn't.
the puppy.
Well,
I went
I
with
did
them
have
for
security, and they were huge too.
We had 2 huge bodyguards. I don't know how we cut it.
No. Croatians are the biggest people next to the Netherlands.
Yeah, Croatians
Really?
are
Oh, yeah,
really
it's
tall.
okay.
guys.
All right.
Really?
So the bar had this shot. And I'm like, does that say what it says? And it says shit in a glass. And I'm like, I'll have a dozen of those. And like literally,
And then before you know it, Tommy's going white water
Oh,
rafting
yeah.
in Croatia.
Dude,
It was so the most.
I'm glad you're still here.
and then I'm like, let's go talk to people at the bar now. It was awesome.
And I had this guy like
Oh,
singing me
crap,
some
full
love song, and Tommy's going white water rafting. It was the most random show.
They like tried this opera singer and like they got me to like be between
You have
Tara
no
and the opera
beautiful
singer. And
voice.
I was just like, what do you do? Like, what do you sing? It was just hazy.
We had a
I actually
meeting.
hated Tara. It was the best show ever.
You did
I
hate
think it was the
Tara. You
highest
took a lot of
rated
heat
show
on
I've
that
ever-
one. Like that.
Out of all your
every
shows, I
episode.
think my show was the highest rated.
Sure
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed.
Fact check.
There we go.
Let's go. Fact check. There we go.
Tommy's not the owner, like the only Reid, you know, he's quite the
Might be a
entertainer.
little bit harder.
I can
He
tell.
is.
Yeah.
Like,
There's like a monsoon out there.
I got
There's
this.
like, it's raining and
Hold
like
on.
hurricanes behind us, but
Is
yeah.
it- Wait,
Yeah.
wait, Tommy, did you ever get into acting at all?
I can't do
No.
acting. That's just not my thing.
Tommy
Really?
can direct, produce, he's
Yeah,
very good
I
at it.
like to direct. I like to be behind the camera. Being on camera, I'm not really good at it.
Yeah.
So I every family has one, and Tara's Tara. Tara's our Tara of the family. You know what I mean? So we're good. You know.
Can you Tommy, can you take us back though? Like when did you actually realize that you had some skills behind the camera?
Oh, that was every
Yeah,
kid.
yeah.
Every kid growing up in the '80s that had their
Always,
dad's
he was
camcorder.
always good.
Yeah.
Always
Right.
good.
I would go out there and film dunk contests with my buddies. And then I'd take the VHS tapes. No. Well, I mean, look, we're
It's not a 6 foot ring.
we're shorter than white kids.
Okay.
Right.
Right,
We're
6 foot ring.
five
Right.
plus.
He had Bob McAdoo's son.
Right. Mac and everything, but we would have dunk contests still, just like trying to bring down the rim, like Darryl Dawkins and stuff like that.
Talking about it.
Yeah, Chuck of Thunder. So what we would do is that I would take the camera and start videotaping all like the dunk contests. I had some crazy angles, and then we'd go inside and we'd all go in there, rate our dunks. And that was my obsession of starting to have love for the camera and behind the camera and capturing content. So if I could ever find any of those dunk contests, it'd be amazing.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
What was the first piece of work that you put out that you realized, wow, like I actually
Yeah.
have
True story.
like, a
I made
future?
at New York Film Academy. My final thesis film was a short story called "Meet the Family,"
It was amazing.
and it was
by the
just
way.
like "Meet the Parents" with Adam Sandler.
I think it's the best.
By
short
the way,
I've
I
ever
bought
seen in my
Adam
life.
Sandler's apartment in Hollywood 5 years after he sold it. And I
Oh
feel
shit.
like my
Meet
idea.
the Parents was the best short I've ever seen because he used
Really?
like best music, and it was
It was
so
all music
real.
driven, so I could
He
get
like
the
goes into
Stones.
this rich lady's like to his
Is it
girlfriend's
rich
house,
lady?
really rich.
No.
He has to go
It's a-
go to the
it's a
bathroom.
super
Always
film.
goes to the bathroom.
Oh.
It doesn't go so well. So he's so embarrassed.
So I overflow the toilet and
Or
instead
he
of
tells
going
me he
out
has
to
to
meet the
jump out of the
family,
window.
yeah, I jump out and crawl out the window. It's
It's like,
stupid.
pleased to meet you. Just forget my
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
It's
So-
so good.
Anyway, I like humor. I like stupid college humor, and that's where my love of filmmaking came in, and rest is history. So
Sure is.
Tara, what are you doing now? What are you excited about?
I have a lot of things going on right now. So there's this movie I've been working on for about 4 years called Masha's Mushroom, and it's going to be 5 films, and we're finally putting that together. I just got another big movie. It was in the trades called Cold Sun.
Was that the one with the shooting?
Yeah, I play like a serious like FBI, CIA agent that has no credibility to work like she only has like on a computer.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how to work in the field. So they hire them over and we're shooting at Malta. So they hire these 2 agents over in their bikinis.
Where is
whatever.
Malta?
Malta's like right next to Italy, Tommy.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
He's gonna give me
Like
100
Sicily.
yeses over the guy.
It's
I
so
have no idea
beautiful.
Malta.
Yes.
Anyway, so we're
thinking
shooting
Germany.
it there. It's
Oh,
kind of
Russia.
like
Sounds like a
imagine
Russian game.
Charlie's Angels meets
The guy from Michigan.
no, tell me.
To be
It's Charlie's Angels meets 007. And
Fine, I'll do it.
it's fun, it's cool, like it's a really fun movie that we're gonna do over there, and that's done. So we have that coming.
Why they
And
call him
then,
Lefty?
I'm
His
producing.
buddy's a pilot.
I have like 5 movies
Call
producing,
Lefty.
2 other movies we're doing. We have another movie called Dogtown we're doing, and it was with DMX before he died. And so they had a
Oh wow.
bodies sing over it. So it's actually DMX acting, but it's actually not really him. You know?
Wow, that's crazy.
That sounds like a blockbuster to me. How did you just start coming out with beer and lobster? I mean, that's a great combo.
Yeah, so Lobster was a sponsor for our music and when we were touring for a long time. And so when it came to transitioning, it was like, oh man, we have the Lobster side of things. And I literally just hit Mark up. I was like, yo, what if we start a podcast with Lobster? And he's like, let's add beer. I have a domain called lobsterandbeer.com. And I was like, that's perfect.
Oh, that's
Let's roll
foresight.
with it.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
that is so-
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Man. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
It's like it is.
Shout out Mark, man. Like Mark.
Big Mark Burrell, yeah,
Mark,
baby.
yes. No, honestly though, man, like Mark
Get me
literally like,
lobster right there.
That's it.
Get
Yes.
me lobster.
yes. I've known Mark since I was a kid.
Oh no way.
And yeah, I've known him for 17 years now. Like he's
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, he's been
Yeah, the best
literally-
lobster tails ever. I mean, like I think I ordered 32 and we're already like down to our final 8.
Oh
And
shit.
I really just ordered them in December and they're extra large tails from Maine and they are delicious.
Yeah.
That's
They're
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah, no, he literally is, man. Like this sponsor aside, blah blah blah. Like he's been a savior for me. Like when I left my label, Mark became my label, and
Oh, that's awesome.
we ran off from there. But we've been so close for years, man.
That's awesome.
He loves you, man.
Yeah, well, he was a big fan of Kill the Irishman, so that was pretty awesome that he, was a big fan of that movie, and I have to thank my sister Tara for that. And between Tara and my dad, that movie wouldn't have gotten made if I didn't have their support and their financial backing to really believe in the book. And eventually, he's from Cleveland. He knew about the whole story, and I ran the story by them, and all of a sudden, it's like these people came out of the woodwork saying how much they valued that story, Danny Green, and it became the hit movie that I dreamed about it to be. And now it's considered one of the best cult movies, if you call it that, of all time, because it had a big supporting cast for a very minimal budget. I think it was like made for $10 million. And
You got such a great cast on it, dude.
the cast
The
is
cast is
ridiculous. I mean,
phenomenal.
like once you start,
Kilmer, yeah.
I knew once you got
And
one,
the movie was amazing.
they would all come out. And I'm actually right now, currently developing the prequel to that whole movie, based on the Shonda Burns generation of Cleveland, which took place in the 50s, and it's called Bombs, Bullets, and Bribes. And it's all about the Jewish racketeering ring that worked with Don King in the early 50s in the black numbers market during the civil rights riots that happened in Cleveland, which is a very famous riot. I think it was 1959 or something like that, that took place where supposedly white flight left downtown Cleveland to the burbs and a mass exodus out of Ohio due to that riot. But a woman came out of that named Dollary Mapp, and her story is absolutely amazing. She was dating one of the heavyweight champions at the time, was dealing with Don King, she was a single mother, half Black, half Native American, and her house got raided by the feds and they busted her for some major stuff. And what happened was the trial was a very famous trial, the most famous trial ever to come out of the state of Ohio called Mapp versus Ohio. And it's a very famous
Mapp?
Do you own these
MAPP.
rights? Do you own these rights?
Yeah, I own the rights. It's already being developed. Well, so Holly Berry is
she's from Shaker.
from
Cleveland.
Cleveland. So we're basically developing it for her to come in and be this. She became like basically the first female heroin, drug pin, like nasty survivalist, but did whatever she had to do to provide for her family. And it's like a whole, she eventually got, she was so big that New York recruited her and she left Cleveland to go to New York and ran the biggest heroin ring until she got busted in 1979. But it's a crazy story of her transformation from Ohio to New York, with Don King ran numbers before he became and the reason why he got ousted out of Cleveland is that he killed someone. And he became a eventual promoter because they ran him out of Cleveland, period. And no one knows this prequel to who Don King, the promoter, is, but he was a huge numbers runner in Cleveland. Out of the 5 families, there were 5 big, it's called the Big 5. And it was Buckeye Johnson, Don King, Charlie Anderson, I forget all 5 of them, but like he was instrumental in Halle Berry's character. We hope it's Halle Berry, either that or Jessica Alba. They look at each other.
Tommy, you've been part of some incredible movies that tell beautiful stories that most people would never hear of in their life. And my question is, like this new one that you just spoke of, like how do you even get connected, inspired? How do you even get awareness for that type of story? Are you searching? No way.
No, you literally have friends that are not from New York or LA or Chicago. They're from the Midwest, and there's so much great history in the northern Midwest that when you hear these stories, you're like, hold on. And you do a little bit of digging, you find something, and all of a sudden you're like, wow, these rights are available and I'm going to go after and attack them. I gobble them up. I'm a big collector of IP. I have a lot of IP. It just takes a long time to develop, longer than I would like, but that's just the way Hollywood works. It's hurry up and wait. And, passion is the biggest thing you could always have here in keeping your dreams coming true.
I mean, we were in college talking about
she's
that.
my number one person to ever to say, like, just because someone says no doesn't mean that it's no. Like, just keep on finding. There'll be one door that says yes, and when they do, knock them all down. Knock all your dominoes down. They will all fall if you're prepared for it and you give your time. And you
Have you guys ever worked together?
Oh yeah, I directed Tara in my first movie. It was then called 710 Split. It was it's basically
the bowling movie. Fuck yeah, dude! With you had, dude, Tommy, you had Eddie George.
Heisman Trophy winner,
dude.
Hey, Chris, I'm sorry, but Eddie George is a fucking beast.
Eddie George is, and by the way, he's the greatest guy ever too. Eddie George is
He is a solid
She's
dude.
the nicest person ever.
No,
You
like
tell me,
literally,
I
so Tara was in that. Ray Wise, Robert Carradine, Rachel Hunter, Vinny Pastore, Eddie George.
It was a
wait,
cool movie.
I actually put in Rob Hubel before he became huge, and Whitney Cummings before she blew up as a comedian in my first movie ever. Like you outtakes of those improv. I wish I had it, but I don't have it on the rights.
My brother has so many good
cool,
stories, and like you put the reads together. I know the podcast has ended a while ago, but let's do another podcast together, and we can have a great time. We just want to say we appreciate you for taking us in today, and I think we had a great podcast.
Yeah, we gotta wrap it up here because we're gonna get this guy.
Thank you for this, and we look for the next time we're talking to you.
Hey guys, I know we got kicked out of the bar. They called last call, but we're back. And I just want to let you know we appreciate you guys so much. Our fan base means everything to us. So if you can, hit the like button, subscribe right here, and hit us up on Instagram, socials, everything. Lobster and Beer TV. We love you. We will see you on the next episode. Peace!